Namaste. My name is Julie Upton and I'm with the International Yoga Foundation. And we are here to spread and shine light on the ancient and authentic wisdom of yoga, dharma, and Ayurveda. It's international now. So many people have heard the word yoga, and there's so many more that still will benefit from hearing about all these amazing teachings that have transformed so many people's lives, including my own. And my guest today we have Marko, who's from Venezuela, but he's also Italian. And we met in Goa last year and had an amazing connection talking about yoga, dharma, and Ayurveda. And we randomly bumped into each other here in India. So I really wanted to bring him onto the platform so he could share his transformative experience, because he's literally like a completely transformed different person since the last time I saw him. So I've been able to kind of see your journey a little bit, and stay in touch with you. So welcome, Marko. Could you please share with us all about your amazing journey?
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Namaste to all. Yeah, it's beautiful how we met last year. I was just arriving from Italy to India in a completely adventure of my life, because I took a decision after working almost 10 years in Italy and all my life working as a chef between Italy and Venezuela. I always work in kitchen, professional kitchen, and I decided one day I will go India, because 6 years ago I started to practice yoga, exactly asana. Since I was a kid, I grew up in a yogi family, but I never practiced. For me, it was something weird. But 6 years ago, I started my practice, so I started to reading and studying by myself about Ayurveda, and my life was completely changed 6 years ago, solving different problems of health. I used to suffer of a lot of flu, like mucus in my nose, in my head, in my lungs, and also acne problems. But not only physical, mental problems stress, very moody. And I didn't know this can be treated with Ayurveda and yoga. So that's why I came to India 1 year ago, and we are here.
So when I met Marko, he was going to Rishikesh, where we are now, to do a month-long yoga teacher training in his mother tongue, which I thought was amazing because it's so important. And that's why he chose this particular yoga teacher training program, because he also told me that it's important for him to be able to understand the deeper teachings in his own language. So when I left him in Goa, he was heading to Rishikesh, right?
Yes.
So now here we are a year later in Rishikesh. So tell us about how your yoga teacher training went and what has happened and transpired in your life since. It's been almost exactly a year since we met.
Yes. Wow. It's a beautiful question, because everything changed in my life. Everything. I felt like one part of Marko, or one Marko died and one new come to life, reborn. It was completely transformation. I can say Marko died in a good way. Nobody have to feel fear about this. It's dying and transformation. That's what happened in the teacher training. My dream was just studying, not to become a teacher, because I feel the teacher training course, the TTC, don't make you a teacher, because yoga teachers, you need many lives to become a yoga teacher. But it's a very beautiful opportunity to dip a very big jump inside yoga and just take a look and say, wow, yoga is not only asana, but it's a universe, and it's life science, because many things. Yoga is a completely universe. So the TTC for me was wow, and a new Marko came alive, and here is when I talk about Ayurveda, because all my life, 17 years, I've been working as a chef and always cooking. But Ayurveda is a big fusion between yoga, the physical practice with food and cooking, that is not only about food by pleasure or eating by pleasure, but also for medicine. And it's beautiful. I want to get more into this world, because 6 years ago when I started with yoga, I started to study Ayurveda. I was like, oh wow, I can heal my body with my food. I don't need to take pills or chemicals and do like put like poison in my body and in my mind. Just eating healthy and also tasty can be my medicine. So now that's my goal in my life, because before I was only focused in cooking tasty. But sometimes not always everything what is tasty is healthy. Nowadays, not everything what shines is gold, right? So you can find many tasty food, but it's like poison. So there is when Ayurveda comes in my life, and I find the way, and that's why I want to work in the rest of my life, cooking and yoga, and showing the people that don't know that you can cook very tasty, very yummy, and can be also healthy. Because there is like a weird or wrong misconception, like healthy food is only like white rice or lettuce. But I think we together, like with these projects and these ideas, we can change the world and elevate the consciousness of food in the world.
I agree with you 100%. So what are you doing now? Tell everybody where this year, from the teacher training to where you are now, where you're living and what you're doing, so people know, can really see the full transformation.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, it's been a beautiful travel, because after India, I went to Bali just for 1 month, and there was the surprise happened. I fall in love with Bali. Because it's like Rishikesh, it's like the similar energy exactly in Ubud. It's beautiful, like yogi's paradise, because a lot of yoga schools, studios, Ayurveda centers, etc. And I went just for 1 month, and then I was also doing Vipassana meditation course. So I get very, very deep inside of myself, and I saw so clear. I start to manifestate my dreams. Since I started cooking almost 20 years ago, my dream always been opening a restaurant, because I always work for other people, other chefs and everything, but my dream was, oh, I want to open a restaurant. And this is happening now in Bali. Yeah, and not only a restaurant, but also a yoga studio. Yeah, also yoga studio, so it's a very beautiful project that includes yoga and food. So it's together, and I can express myself in my art, in my knowledge and fusion, and doing like fun food, like it's healthy and it's happy food with good energy, nice. I want to bring all the techniques of the high cuisine, of the Michelin star restaurant, because I always work in fine dining restaurant, that they focus. It's nice because they focus on the presentation, the aesthetic, the flavor, but not every time they have give importance to health. So now I want to equilibrium in this.
Wow.
So very, very good look food, very good ingredients, but not only about the physical level, because a plate can be really, really beautiful, can taste really, really good, but the energy is not equal.
Yeah.
So maybe you can eat something beautiful, tastes good, but in your system is going to make a damage. because maybe there is some artificial flavors or aromas. So that's my goal, working only with real ingredients, because that's the source of the best food. For best food, you need the best ingredients and the best energy. If you don't have good ingredients, you cannot do good food. And that's yoga, that's Ayurveda, that's the energy of food.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. I cannot wait to eat at your restaurant and practice yoga in your studio.
Yeah.
There's one more question I have. Could you just share a little bit about what it was like? You talked a little bit about it, and I think maybe the cameras actually weren't on, about what your life was like before you had that death, that Marko death.
Yeah.
Which we should all not be afraid of, because obviously on the other side, it's like so beautiful. Look at us, you know, it's so beautiful. So if you could just share a little bit about that time before to the time after.
Yeah, before starting from my diet, I used to eat like animal products every day, meat, fish, pork. In my mind, I was like feeling like a brainwash from society, like they tell you had to eat every day meat because protein and blah, 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 blah. And I used to do that. If one day I don't eat or fish or chicken or meat, I get angry. Because I used to think to see the world like that. Like every day you should eat animal protein. Because the society and politics and governments tell you that. And I was like, maybe not. When I started to practice yoga, you have so many awakenings. I started to realize like, yeah, maybe I don't need animals every day. So it's been like in 1 year, I changed like from almost 80% only like animal proteins. Now it's only 10%. So I am in a very big change.
Wow.
Yeah, I cannot say I'm fully vegan or fully vegetarian. I want to, but I recognize that it's a process.
Yes.
So I hope next year or at the end of this year, don't eat more animals. For last now, I'm just eating like some fish because in Bali it's an island, and I don't have a problem with people who eat it. But my personal goal is focus on that. And the big change was not only the diet in my body, but in my mind. Realizing when I start to get deep in the meditation states, I realized I cannot meditate when I eat animals. It's so difficult. So that's my suggestion for people who is watching us.
Yeah.
People who are eating animals. It's in the deep, it's like not a problem. But if you want to get deep in yoga and meditation and know yourself, you should know that you cannot go further or forward if you are eating animals, because it goes against the real yoga or ahimsa, the non-violence. So that's it. If you want to meditate and do real yoga, you have to delete or cancel your attachment to animals. And it's hard, but you can, because I reached it in less than 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, most of his entire diet was animal proteins.
Yeah.
And how much weight have you lost since this 1 year has gone by?
Around 6 kilos.
6 kilos.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's in the physical level. In the mental, like tons. 100 kilos.
Oh, that's so true. I love your story and how it really includes everything. Like this whole entire path of realizations. Now, Marko did 3 Vipassanas in the last year. And those are 10-day retreats where you meditate silently, no speaking for 10 days. So did you do all 3 on Bali?
Yes, 3 on Bali. 2 were as a student, and 1 as volunteer.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, really, really. As together with the teacher training, is life-changing moments of my life. I say in a funny way, like the teacher training is the cake, and the Vipassana meditation course is like the fruit. How you say in English?
Like the cherry.
The cherry, yeah, the cherry, the cherry on the top. So it was
Yeah.
like, because the teacher training is good to know the basement, the roots of yoga. They explain you, and you see, and you understand yoga is not only asana, but it's a completely universe.
Yeah.
It's like humans and the world is completely universe, and you understand, wow. And then meditation, you arrive to the bottom of ourselves. So yeah, it was completely like, if you want to know yourself, you should practice deep meditation.
Yeah. And for anybody who's listening, Goenka Vipassana retreats, which Marko did, are free of charge.
Yeah.
There's no cost. They don't want your money. They want your time. They want you to come sit. And so you don't have to stress. And they feed you incredible food that's very sattvic and very clean. And they really take care of you during this 10-day process. They have expert teachers that are supporting the meditation retreat that are also volunteers. And it's just an amazing experience. And they do them all over the world. So you can go on the Goenka Vipassana website and you can search for different places around the world that do these retreats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else apart. Everything I love from Goenka Vipassana retreats is that the course is absolutely beautiful and help you infinite. And the system of charge, as you say, is only by donations.
It's by donation. Yeah.
By donation, people who finish the 10-day course, they can donate whatever they can or want. So nobody will tell you you should pay this or this. So if you can donate $1, you donate $1. If you want donate more, as you wish. So that's incredible. Also, if you take a look you can read it about it on the internet, in Vipassana from Goenka on internet. You can read how is the system of donation and how they support or how they survive economically.
Yes.
It's only with donations. The people who work inside as teachers or volunteers everybody's volunteer. Nobody's earning money from that. So that's also why wow. Because before trying Vipassana, I saw like other type of Vipassana, other type of course, and it was like, wow, too much money, or I don't know. And this was so clear, so transparent. And I said, okay, let's try also because this. And that's why I also tried the volunteer program, because I love it, what happened to me. And I have many friends who do it, and it changed the life of everybody who do it.
I agree. It definitely changed my life, so I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us and sharing yourself and your story. And I personally wish you like an incredibly successful future with your passion, and because you are sharing and propagating and shining light on the authentic ancient wisdom of yoga, dharma, and Ayurveda.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's beautiful. Met people like you, and keep sharing this like with this like internet, like videos, so it can reach all the world
Yeah.
with this ancient science
Yeah.
that I feel and I think completely is the best science.
The science of life.
Science of
Science
life.
of living, the science of thriving in life.
Yes.
Naturally
Yeah.
and joyfully.
Yes.
That's the side effect, is good health and joy. It's amazing. And good people. We just all gravitate towards each other, and it's amazing.
yeah.
And sharing and caring and kindness and fun and yeah, it's amazing.
And we are in India, the motherland of Ayurveda, of yoga,
In Rishikesh.
in Rishikesh, in the Himalayas. So it's a blessing.
It is.
It's a blessing. You are coming from North America. I'm coming from South America, and India is, I think, is like the motherland of science, the motherland of yoga, the motherland of food. So at the end, we are coming from another continent, very far, but this is motherland.
Yes,
Motherland.
I agree.
And it's the real science that many countries took it outside and became so commercial and selling things as from other countries, but the real root of this science is India. And we are here.
And we are here.
Yes.
Love it.
And I hope you and everybody who is watching this video come to Bali.
Yes.
I will be there. The restaurant and the yoga studio is going to be open around. And let me know. I will be there waiting for you. Oh,
Great.
So people can contact there. And I will be waiting for you.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grazie mille. Gracias.